My dear friends, today I'll be discussing about transient ischemic attack or TIA. Transient ischemic attack or TIA is also known as mini stroke. We call it mini stroke because it persists only for few minutes to hours and the sign symptom disappear within the 24 hours of the appearance of the sign symptoms. That is within 24 hours of the onset of the sign symptoms, the disease or the clinical feature disappears. So it is a temporary, not a permanent damage to the brain. So transient ischemic attack or mini stroke is a temporary blockade in the artery supplying some part of brain, and there is appearance of sign symptom, but it persists only for few minutes to few hours, and within 24 hours the sign symptoms of the disease will totally disappear. So the main pathology is because of the temporary blockage in the blood supply to a certain part of brain, and there may be sign symptoms appearance depending on the decrease in the blood flow to a certain part of brain, but these sign symptoms will not last for long time. Thus, in case of a full-fledged stroke, the sign symptom will persist more than 24 hours. So, transient ischemic attack actually may be a warning sign for development of full-fledged ischemic stroke in future. Those persons who have suffered from transient ischemic attack can have full-fledged or full-blown ischemic stroke in future. It has been found that 10 to 15% of transient ischemic attack patients may suffer from a full-blown ischemic stroke within 3 months of that TIA event. So TIA or transient ischemic attack is a temporary blockade in the arterial supply to the brain, but it will not remain persistent for long time. This temporary blockade may be because of clot formation, that is thrombosis, or it may be because of embolism, or it may be because of atherosclerosis or carotid artery thickness or carotid artery atherosclerosis. But the sign symptom is not permanent, rather it is transient or for some time. Within 24 hours there is total disappearance of the sign symptom as well as clinical features of the disease. Most of the patients who have undergone transient ischemic attack does not take any medical attention or does not go for any doctor's consultation, because in majority of them the sign symptom disappear within few minutes to hours. So transient ischemic attack does not involve the brain or injure the brain permanently. So it does not cause any permanent damage to brain, rather it is a temporary blockade in the arterial supply to the brain, leading to appearance of sign symptoms which persist for few minutes to few hours, and within 24 hours there is total disappearance of all the clinical feature as well as sign symptoms of the disease. So that is transient ischemic attack, and it is also called mini stroke. There are so many risk factors and causative factors that makes a person more prone to develop transient ischemic attack. But a person who has suffered from transient ischemic attack can lead to a full-fledged stroke within 3 months of the attack. So those persons who are suffering or who have suffered from transient ischemic attack or a mini stroke, they are at high risk of development of acute ischemic stroke in future. So those patients should be treated, and they must be given some preventive measures so as to prevent the development of acute ischemic stroke in future. Now, what are the causes of transient ischemic attack? There are many causes, and mostly it is because of temporary blockade in the arterial supply to a part of brain, and because of that a certain part of brain is cut off or totally cut off from the oxygen supply or from the blood supply, but for temporary time being. For temporarily the blood supply or oxygen supply to a certain part of neurons is deprived of, and because of that there is the appearance of sign symptoms. But when the clot or blockade breaks down, or obstacles or the clot formation disappears, or there is clot lysis, then the sign symptoms totally disappear. So that is called transient ischemic attack. Now there are some causes of transient ischemic attack. Out of this, most common is disruption of blood supply. It has been found that carotid artery is the important artery which forms further divisions and form branches and sub branches which ultimately supply the various parts of brain. Now any disruption in the blood flow through carotid artery may ultimately leads to transient ischemic attack, but the sign symptom may be for few minutes to few hours, after which the temporary block may be resolved and ultimately the blood flow again resume, and total disappearance of the sign symptom can be noted in such cases. So disruption in the blood flow can be one of the important causes of transient ischemic attack. Beside that, there is another important causes known as atherosclerosis. Now cerebral or cerebrovascular atherosclerosis can be one of the important cause of transient ischemic attack. Atherosclerosis means deposition of fatty plaques on the inner wall of the or inner lining of the arteries. That's why the artery become very narrow, or the lumen size of the artery is narrow, and the blood flow may not be enough to supply that part of brain, and that's why with time there may be formation of a clot from any part of body. While it is traveling through the narrowed artery because of atherosclerosis, the clot may got entangled or enlosed into certain part of the atherosclerosed area or narrowed area of the artery, and ultimately there is stoppage of circulation through that particular artery, and it will ultimately give rise to the sign symptom of transient ischemic attack. But as soon as with time there is total resolution or clot lysis, the sign symptoms will again disappear, because that part of area or the part of brain which is not getting blood supply will again get the blood supply, because the clot that was blocking the artery supplying the particular area will be dissolved because of clot lysis, and the circulation will be again re-established. That's why the sign symptoms of the transient ischemic attack may persist only for few minutes to few hours, and within 24 hours there is total disappearance of the sign symptoms and patient become total normal again. So atherosclerosis is another important cause of transient ischemic attack. Besides thrombosis, intravascular thrombosis or blood clot may be another important cause of transient ischemic attack. Now this blood clot may be because of endothelial injury, or because of any mechanism, because of hypercoagulability of blood, or because of hypertension, or because of turbulence in the blood leading to endothelial injury which activates the platelet plaque formation. So because of formation of platelet plaque which may be of temporary or thrombus, or because of blood clot formation, there is formation of a temporary blockade in the artery supplying certain part of brain, and which may ultimately leads to transient ischemic attack. But with time the clot may undergo lysis, and which may ultimately again re-establish the circulation to that particular part, and ultimately there is a total disappearance of the sign symptom of the mini stroke or transient ischemic attack, and the patient can become again normal after the passing through the transient attack. So these are the various causes of transient ischemic attack or mini stroke. Now we'll discuss about the various sign symptoms of transient ischemic attack. The sign symptoms of transient ischemic attack can be just like full-fledged or full-blown ischemic stroke. So there may be important terminology called FAST to as declared or suggested by National Stroke Association USA, so as to focus on the sign symptoms of transient ischemic attack. So what is that FAST? FAST stands for facial drooping or facial palsy. F stands for facial palsy or facial drooping or facial weakness or paralysis of the face. A stands for arm weakness or weakening of the arm. So that is another important sign symptoms of transient ischemic attack. Next is S. S stands for speech difficulty or slurring of speech. So that is another important sign symptom of transient ischemic attack. Then comes the last term known as T. T means time. Time factor is very important because it is a time to act very fast. So other than these sign symptoms, there are other sign symptoms like dizziness, difficulty in talking, difficulty in walking, then some unconsciousness also, then swallowing problem, then some headache may be there, then paralysis or hemiparesis of one half of the body or certain side of the body. Sometimes transient ischemic attack is also associated with loss of consciousness. So these are the various sign symptoms of transient ischemic attack, but these sign symptoms may persist for few minutes to few hours, and within 24 hours transient ischemic attack patients will again regain their normal status with total disappearance or removal of all the sign symptoms or clinical features of the disease without any permanent disability of the disease. So transient ischemic attack does not cause any permanent disability or complication in the patient. Here sign symptoms, if it appears also, will persist for few minutes to few hours. The sign symptoms can be just like acute ischemic stroke, but it will not persist for long periods. It will disappear within 24 hours, and if the sign symptom persists even after 24 hours, we can define it as a full-fledged ischemic stroke. Thus, transient ischemic attack, the sign symptoms, if it persists also, will disappear within 24 hours, and most of the cases they will disappear. Sign symptom disappear within few minutes to few hours of the onset of the attack. So that is the sign symptoms of transient ischemic attack. Now we will discuss about the various risk factors of transient ischemic attack. So the risk factors of transient ischemic attack or mini stroke can be divided into unmodifiable risk factors and modifiable risk factors. So what are unmodifiable risk factors? Unmodifiable risk factors are family history. Those patients who gave a history of transient ischemic attack in their family also, they can have increased risk of getting TIA in future. So family history is very much important. Next comes the age. Person who are more than 55 years are more prone to develop transient ischemic attack in future. Then come gender. The male are more prone to develop transient ischemic attack or mini stroke compared to female. When it comes to race or ethnicity, black Americans are prone to the transient ischemic attack. So these are the various risk factors, but we cannot prevent these risk factors because these risk factors are unmodifiable, or we cannot modify it, or we cannot prevent it. Next comes those risk factors which we can prevent, or preventable risk factors or modifiable risk factors. So what are those risk factors? The number one risk factor is hypertension. So high BP is one of the important risk factor for transient ischemic attack because hypertension is associated with endothelial injury and which may stimulate the clot formation, thrombosis, and even it is responsible for sluggishness of the blood flow to the certain part of brain. So hypertension is one of the important leading cause of transient ischemic attack. Next comes the cardiac disease. Various cardiac disease like atrial fibrillation, valvular heart disease are responsible for clot formation in chambers of the heart, which can be lodged into the cerebral circulation via one mechanism or phenomena known as embolism or thromboembolic phenomena. That is, clot from heart can transfer to circulation of the brain, and there it can block any artery supplying some part of brain and may leads to transient ischemic attack, provided the clot will persist there for few minutes to few hours. So various cardiac disease like atrial fibrillation and valvular heart disease can also leads to transient ischemic attack. Then comes the carotid artery disease. Some carotid artery disease leads like carotid artery atherosclerosis causes narrowing of the artery or decrease in the lumen size, and that's why blood flow to the carotid artery is very much less, and that's why blood flow to the brain also ultimately decreased, leading to the ischemic events. And but that ischemic event may persist for short period, and we call it transient ischemic attack. Next comes the peripheral artery disease. In peripheral artery disease, the uh, here also there is lumen size also very much less, so defect in the peripheral artery disease can also increase the risk of transient ischemic attack. Next comes the smoking. So another important modifiable risk factor is smoking. Smoking causes increased clotting capacity of blood will be increased. It also stimulates atherosclerosis. It also causes endothelial injury. It also causes vasoconstriction and narrowing of the arterial wall or arterial lumen, and thus it causes temporary block in the arteries, which ultimately leads to the transient ischemic attack. Besides sedentary lifestyle, lifestyle without any exercise or physical activity increase the risk of transient ischemic attack. So obesity, which may be another important complication of sedentary lifestyle, may also complicate the transient ischemic attack. Besides diabetes, diabetes is responsible for both macrovascular as well as microvascular complication. It is associated with hypercholesterolemia and ultimately cause atherosclerosis, and which may cause narrowing of the artery and may lead to transient ischemic attack. Then poor diet or unhealthy diet, diet rich in saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, animal meat, all and fried foods ultimately increase the cholesterol level and ultimately may leads to atherosclerosis of cerebral vasculature, and which may increase the risk of suffering from transient ischemic attack. Beside, high homocysteine level is another important risk factor. High homocysteine level increase the risk of luminary diameter compromise, which may ultimately causes transient ischemic attack. Beside, obesity and overweight is another important risk factor. Overweight or obesity is associated with hypercholesterolemia, which causes deposition of cholesterol, and ultimately it may lead to increased risk of transient ischemic attack. Beside, alcoholism is another important risk factor. Other than alcoholism, various risk factors like cocaine abuse, steroid abuse, and drug abuse also increases the risk of transient ischemic attack. Now, what are the medication or treatment for or management of transient ischemic attack? So, number one is antiplatelet therapy. Antiplatelet therapy is mainly targeted to prevent the platelet aggregation. Example is aspirin, clopidogrel, then dipyridamole. So these are the various group of drugs which prevents platelet aggregation, and by doing that it prevents thrombus formation or blood clot formation in the arteries, and thus prevents the risk of suffering from transient ischemic attack. So all the patients giving history of transient ischemic attack, as well as who has given the history of sign symptoms of TIA, will be given or can be given antiplatelet therapy so as to prevent the thrombus formation or to decrease the TIA sign symptoms. Then comes the anticoagulants. Anticoagulants can be short term as well as long term. Heparin is a short term anticoagulant which can be given in IV form, and warfarin, which can be long term, which can be given in oral form also. So warfarin is a vitamin K antagonist and is an important oral anticoagulant. It decreases the risk of transient ischemic attack. Besides, antihypertensive are also prescribed. So antihypertensives like angiotensin converting E enzyme inhibitors, ACE inhibitors like captopril, enalapril, then furosemide, diuretics, then calcium channel blocker. These are the various group of drugs which can decrease the blood pressure and ultimately helps in decreasing the risk of transient ischemic attack. Besides, statins, hypolipidemic drugs, can also be advised. Statins are also called as HMG-CoA reductase inhibitor, which decreases the cholesterol synthesis, cholesterol reabsorption, and cholesterol production from the body, and thus it decreases the cholesterol level in our body, and by doing that it decreases the future risk of atherosclerosis and prevent the progression of atherosclerosis. Then surgery. Then sometimes some surgeries are also done. Example is carotid and arterectomy. Here the narrowingness of the carotid artery is removed, or blockade of the carotid artery is removed by some surgical intervention of the carotid artery, and this is diagnosed by using carotid ultrasound or duplex ultrasound scan. But sometimes it is best done for if there is a partial blockage of carotid artery. For full blockade, the risk of stroke while operation is there. So we have to, so these are the various treatment modalities for transient ischemic cataract. Most of the patients of transient ischemic cataract does not seek medical attention, as it disappears within few minutes to few hours, and within 24 hours there is total disappearance of the sign symptoms of the disease. Thank you very much.